Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. There is no God but Allah, who is the most beneficent and the most merciful. First of all, I'm very, very obliged to the conference secretary, deanship, and a special thanks to Dr. Professor Shaitan Bektas, Dr. Muhammad Rehan, and the Numan Sahab. Later on, I'm very, very obliged and highly thankful to the president of IOBM, uh, Talib Karim Saab, and the Deanship, Muhammad Kashif Saab, Salman Sarwar Saab, and others who are listening to me, beloved wishes. Today, the purpose of coming in between you, among us you, to present a research paper which I have just written, that is all about the machine learning in the finance, the combination between the finance and the technology. The title of my research article is Efficient Feature, Selection and the Default Prediction by Gradient Boosting Algorithm or the Machine Learning Algorithm. I am the sole or the principal author of this research paper, and Muhammad Rehan is the second author of this research paper. These are the table of content that I am going to cover in this presentation. So let's begin with the introduction. In the introduction, usually what we are going to cover or what we are going to see in the research paper, we have the 4 fundamental questions in the every introduction in every research paper. The number 1, what is the problem? Number 2, what is happening in this domain? Number 3, why this problem need to be addressed? Number 4, how your research is gonna be answered this problem that you highlighted in this research paper. So let's begin with the introduction. What introduction says is all about the default prediction. What is the credit default? What is the default prediction? Let's make sure you understand. If I go towards the definition, that what is the definition of credit default? So I would go with the Moody's, Fitch, and S&P. They say that the definition of default is willingness and ability to pay its financial obligation in timely manners. In easy words, in a layman language, how you're going to forecast a company, either will it default or not. How you're going to see the company, is it the financially distressed or not. So financial risk appraisal is worldwide and quite essential while doing the financial statement analysis or the industry analysis. Every research analyst, every financial analyst has to do some financial risk assessment. For example, we cannot compensate a MiG-21 against a cup of tea. This is a hugely, or I would say that this is a big mistake in finance. Sorry to say, it's a poor example, but it has been done in the history. Similarly, if somebody asks me that, tell me, is it a good strategy to compensate a big things against a small benefits? So I would say absolutely not. Coming towards that, another slide of my presentation, understanding the credit default, I would say again, this is all about a firm has taken some borrowing from the commercial bank, and the commercial bank is very, very, curious to know either the firm will pay off the debts, either the firm will pay off the fundings or not. So that is very crucial. If a firm is in, I would say in a under financial pressures, so bank or commercial bank or the financial institution will charge more and more in a context of interest rate. So this research is all about predicting a company before giving a loan. Either the company will pay off the loans or not. So this is the whole idea of my research overall. Okay, willingness and ability, I have defined it separately, but I don't have the time to define it, specifically. I would say some comments and move on from this. Willingness means the governance of the company. Either the board of director or the management is willing to pay off the debts which has been taken from them. Second, ability. Ability is very simple to understand. What are the financial ratios saying about the company? How is the liquidity of the company? How is the performance of the company? How is the capitalization of the company? How is the leverage of the company? These are the financial ratios. So ability belongs to the financial ratios, willingness belongs to the governance or the qualitative factors of the company. Credit default, of course, one of the reasons to take this topic specifically or especially in Pakistan, because we are seeing a bundle of default, especially in textile sector. So default rates is rising very rapidly in Pakistan, And I would say we do not have such a model or such a yardstick that can assist either the firm will default or not. My research is to solve this problem in context of Pakistan, come up with some model. The model will be telling you some credit worthiness, a probability in terms of firm will default or not, either the firm is financially distressed or not, such as has been done by the Altman, Olson, Beaver. So many researchers have done in 1965, in 1967, got a Nobel Prize by the Altman. So all of them have done a single thing. The thing is credit default forecasting. Problem statement, as I have segregated in the three aspects. In Pakistan, sorry to say that I have figure out, I have dig into the you can say 250 plus research article from the top notch journals like Elsevier, Taylor and Francis, Emerald, etc. But I couldn't find a single paper that can adequately make a model, forecast a model by the statistical deviation or derivations. Of course, we have some existing model like Farooq et al. Met, like Akhtar et al. Met. These are the model which are prevailing in the Pakistan, but these are all totally based on the liquidity of the company. Similarly, like Altman and others. Of course, there is an urgent demand of making such model which is statistical derivated or derived through these statistical derivations which can forecast the credit defaults. So credit defaults in every country is very important, like Turkey, there is also, I have studied so many firms. I also find the gap here that rarely specifically research have been conducted in context of Pakistan, context of Turkey. Fine, so this is my huge, not the huge, a little problem statement. I'm gonna, study how this problem can be resolved. Why default are increasing in Pakistan? This is my little and a basic problem statement. Research gap. I have spoken before that I have figured out, I have studied 200 plus research papers, and from that I came up with the theoretical gap. So this is the theoretical gap. In a short way, I couldn't find a single paper that have a solid model that can predict the credit default. Justification, few of the justification, such as I have used financial ratios, such as I have used machine learning techniques, artificial intelligence to predict a default. So why I have used that? I have some justification here. Why Pakistan? I have spoken about the Pakistan, the rapid increment in the default rate in Pakistani companies, specifically in textile. Why financial ratios? So I have spoken that I have studied on 250 plus research articles. In that research articles, I have seen almost 200 research papers have taken out the financial ratios. So I have made the base. Financial ratios are very important, pivotal, vital while predicting credit default. While listed company, of course, we do not have the data of unlisted company in Pakistan, so that is one of the limitations of research. Why machine learning? So I would say machine learning is far better than the statistical derivation or econometrical testing. So that is a different thing, machine learning and the statistical derivation, because there is a precision, recall and other methods in machine learning which is not found in the statistical derivation. So from now onwards, all the studies which I am doing, this is totally based on machine learning and other deep learning algorithms. Novelty of the research. Spoken before, none research has been conducted in such a detail, having a 10 machine learning algorithms, having a 20 years plus data, having 70 financial ratios, which can come up with such model which that would be having a statistical derivative or derive probability of financial distress of the company. Literature review, as said before, taken from the 200 research papers from the Elsevier, Taylor and Francis, Emerald, IEEE and other research papers. So that make the base of my research article, and I have solid foundations on the research theories. So these are the research theories. If you are with me or you're watching that, I have used 2 research theories. One of them should be validated or one of them should be contradicted. The theory number 1, ex post theory of bankruptcy. The new theory number 2, ex ante theory of the bankruptcy. Okay, my research goes to the theory number 2 or the theory 2 or the second theory, ex ante theory of bankruptcy, which means forecast a company before it defaults. So that is the amazing job. I know I'm forecasting the financial crisis like the Rajan et al., Raghuram Rajan et al., who forecasted the financial crisis in 2005, and the actual financial crisis happened in 2007. So this is the theory all about. Don't say the company are default before it hasn't been default. It has gone to default. Predict a company will default or not. This is the whole game of this theory. As of today, keeping 2025 in my eye, I'm forecasting the 3 years ahead, 2026, 2027, 2028. How will be the financial health of the company? That always been gradual. In all very easy words, a AAA rated company cannot be classified at default. As per the Moody's, Fitch and S&P, there is 0.4% chances the company will default if it's standing on the AAA rated or AAA credit score, which means 4 company will get default out of thousands. Fine, due to the time limitation, I'm going ahead. This is the best line literature from where this concept started. The concept of this research started from the Beaver et al., standing at Jahazeb et al. In Pakistan. Recent literature, I have placed this over there. I can provide you all the literature and other things on a special request. Okay, moving forward towards the hypothesis. 3 hypotheses has been chosen here. Number 1, what are the efficient financial ratios that have the capability to predict a default? Number 2, out of the 10, which machine learning technique has the most accuracy while predicting default? And number 3, and the last one, which assumption I classify as the best assumption to consider a firm as default? While keeping the firm as a default, I made some certain assumption, and this is permissible by the Basel and the IFRS 9. A researcher can keep some certain assumption to classify a firm as default or not. So what I have done here, I have classify 3 assumption based on one ratio, that is paid up capital divided by profit after tax. If the ratio goes more than 0.5, so I consider firm as a default. Okay, fine. These are the 10 algorithm, machine learning algorithm. You can see from logistic regression to CAD boost, light boost, and X boost. Neural network, random forest, support vector machine, and naive Bayes, and K nearest neighbors. So these are the algorithms of machine learning which I have used collectively or interestingly. This is my default assumption. If you pause the video, you can see that this default assumption. I would not take the time. I have the 10 minutes, and that I have to wrap it up. Okay, fine. I have done some feature selection through the multivariate and univariate analysis. By the way, the presentation I'm giving right now, I haven't done a preparation for it. This is on the spot. Fine. So feature selection I have done through the correlation graph or the heat map, and then use IFRS 9 approach of weight of evidence. Final results come up with in my eye. The question number 1 or hypothesis number 1, which are the best financial ratios? So these are, I have figured out the 12 financial ratios. All are the scattered and segregated. I could not say that all belongs to the liquidity. Some of them belong to the liquidity, some of belong to the cash flow, some of belong to the size of the company. The hypothesis number is validated. Hypothesis number 2, which machine learning approach perform the best, perform the well. So I would go with the light boost, CAD boost, and the X boost. 89.7% accuracy in machine learning, which means if I keep this 12 financial ratios, so I have the chances to predict a company as a default around 90%. Next hypothesis, which belongs to the assumption, which assumption is the best. So assumption number 6 is the best, as I have classified in that. Discussion and findings, default prediction modeling. Findings, are very, very simple. I have drawn a model which can answer, will the firm default or not? This is one of the thing. Which financial ratios are essential? This is one of the thing. Another one, how I have validated IFRS 9 and Basel Accord 3 about using the assumption as a firm gets default. I guess economical justification, practical justification, context of Pakistan are very much essential. And I believe this will take too much time. I would go to study contribution. So of course in Pakistan, now we have the model. If you put some certain financial ratios, as my research has suggested, you can come up with some certain credit risk assessment. You can come to know either the firm is financially distressed or not. You can come to know whether I have to give lending to that company or not, if you are the banker, if you are the financial institution. So you can assess on your own by using my research paper. Of course, there are so many limitations, such as one of the core limitation of this research. I could not cover the qualitative aspects of the default prediction, such as I haven't covered the governance indicators, the ESG indicators in this research, deep learning algorithms, which is better than the machine learning. The research is solely based on the machine learning, the programming of the machine learning, but not the deep learning. I hope so. This research is very interesting and valuable for you. And if you want the complete research from me or anything else, or the data or this something sector, etc., that can be submitted upon the formal request. Tashakkur Dirim, thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you very much.